You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
Another game I've seen, there's a lot of games on this list that I think are interesting. But let's talk about the Broncos and the Ravens, man. I think that's a good one for me because the Broncos undefeated right now. They're a team nobody's really talking about,
Yeah.
They're an undefeated team. I remember the game from last year when the Dolphins played them, and I was like, damn, this defense is like really good. And they're playing without their best player, you know. The linebacker, I forget his name, was out for the entire season. Damn, what's the guy's name in the middle? The linebacker with the glasses. I can't.
Von Miller?
Von Miller. Von Miller was out pretty much all season. Now he's back. And that defense looks legit. Pastor Tan Jr. is looking great out there. Simmons, the safety, has been playing well. And then you got Teddy Bridgewater out there looking like Teddy Bridgewater of old. The hometown guy seems to really be turning that whole team around. And they're playing without Jerry Judah, another hometown guy who hasn't been playing. KJ Hamler, another one of their receivers, is out. And they're still looking great. I mean, albeit they just shut down the Jets last week, the lowly Jets, whatever. And we did move forward with the suicide pool by picking the Broncos over the Jets and picking against the Jets again this week with the Titans. Hopefully that keeps moving.
Cool.
But yeah, I think the Broncos and the Ravens is an interesting game because you actually have two hometown guys against each other. You got Lamar Jackson against Teddy Bridgewater, and Lamar Jackson, we know he can be at times the best athlete in the NFL, and then other times he just makes bad decisions at times. And I think this is one of those games where he will make bad decisions. That's what I think, and that's how confident I feel about this Broncos defense. So it's weird for me to say, but although they are undefeated, Ravens have one loss in the beginning of the season to the Raiders. But I think the Broncos, and them being at home is a situation too. I just think it's an adjustment for teams to come to Denver and play in that high altitude. Notoriously, teams take a while to adjust to it. Teams be out of breath and because of the high altitude. So I think that's going to play a factor as well, especially since the Ravens are a running team. So running the ball takes more energy than throwing it for the team as a whole or the offense as a whole. So yeah, so with all that being said, I think the Broncos still win a very, very close game here. I think they win this 27-24.
Okay. I agree. I really think that me personally, I think that I look at this game and I know people are going to be like, oh, this is going to be a good game, but I don't think it's going to be that great of a game. Why? Because the Ravens always find themselves in a position where they have to win the game late. You know what I'm saying? And they shouldn't, but they're like that because they don't surround, Lamar Jackson with like real talent. As far as the offense wise, defense wise, they always be doing their thing or able to hold their own. Like that's kind of what's kind of been keeping them in games as well, on top of Lamar Jackson's legs. But Teddy Bridgewater, people thinking that he was a bust, people thinking like, oh, why is he jumping from team to team? I don't understand why teams are giving up on him because when he was in Minnesota, he was balling. Yeah, he got injured, but he was balling before he got injured. When he was the backup for the Saints, he was balling. Didn't he play for the Panthers?
He did.
And he was playing good
he was playing decent last season, but it was hard to play without a legit running back. You playing without
exactly. McCaffrey was injured. He's injury prone. So like what you think's gonna happen? Like you can't blame everything on me. Like the only talent that I have, McCaffrey, and he's gone. Before him, we were known for being trash. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You had Kelvin Benjamin there. You had, what was it, Steve Smith? Steve Smith was the only good receiver they had. Like, that's probably one of the best receivers to ever play the game. Small, scrappy, but he get the job done. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he played like a big boy. Put his big boy pants on, jump on that field, and make you look smaller than him, and you bigger than him. So for me, Teddy Bridgewater going to that team where the defense, like you said, Von Miller is back doing his thing. He got his bifocals on and he's looking for the quarterback. You feel me? So me, Patrick Surtain Jr. is looking good. I think he got his first interception last game, which is good. You always want to see not a fellow Dolphin, but a fellow Dolphin family do well in the league, So and he came from down here, so I do not mind seeing him do his thing. Of course, it's a bad thing because, like, damn, like, I thought we were ahead of the Denver Broncos, and they seem like they're ahead of us now. They probably found a future on quarterback, diamond in the rough, somebody that got knowledge of the game, that got a lot of knowledge from Drew Brees. Look at Jameis Winston now. He behind Drew Brees, and now he's balling. He's doing his thing. So I know Teddy absorbed some type of knowledge from him if you got Jameis Winston looking the way he did. So again, good defense. Offense is on point. Like you said, Judy's out. I think he's injured. He's been injured for a few games now. But look, he's still getting it done, and that's what you want to see. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Like, when I talk about the Ravens, the only person I could talk about is who? Lamar Jackson, and that's not going to get it done. So for me, I think that the Broncos going to win. They're going to win a little bit more than you said. I think it's going to be 28-21. They'll win by a touchdown. And Teddy Bridgewater will be the reason, and I hope he's the reason, so they can start bringing his name back up in these conversations, because they're undefeated. He's doing his thing. He could manage the game, but he definitely can throw the ball. He definitely could throw the ball. This is not somebody that you're saying that he's inaccurate. He can't. Some people gonna say, "Oh, his arm strength," but damn, every throw that I see him throw, he's throwing bombs too. You feel me? He may not do it all the time, but he got it in him. So for me, I don't need a quarterback to be trying to throw 70-yard bombs, because if I'm trying to throw a 70-yard bomb, that means that we're losing the game and we're trying to do a Hail Mary. No, I need someone that's going to throw the 30 yards, 20 yards, occasional 40, 50-yarders. And if this game I got a dink and dunk, just because of the person that I'm playing and their defense being stout, then that's what I'm going to do, because he could manage the game as well. So for me, that's what's going to happen. 28-21, then Broncos beat the Ravens.
Okay, I feel you. What else you got? What other games you got?
I was either going to pick the Chiefs versus the Eagles. Both of them won in